Okay, this is the total population. Within the total population, this is L1 people. The L1 people who are not in labor force. For the remaining people, some of them is working. This is L2 working. And these are working. The L3 people who are unemployed, which means they currently do not have a job, not looking for a job. Then there are two statistics which we are interested in. One is unemployment rate. Which is equal to number of unemployed workers, which is L3, divided by labor force, which is L2 plus L3. That's one statistic. Second statistic is labor force participation rate, which is equal to L2 plus L3, which is the number of labor force, the size of labor force, divided by total population. Okay, how does ABS, Australian Bureau of Statistics, calculate unemployment rate, labor force participation rate? So here's the page where it explains how this is done. So ABS has conduct monthly labor force surveys. So the labor force survey is a large survey that around 26,000 households respond to each month, or around 1 in every 312 Australians aged 15 years and over. So from these surveys, ABS derived what's the size of labor force, how many people are unemployed. So in determining whether one person is employed or not, there's what is called 1 hour rules. So the ABS defines people as being employed if they work 1 hour or more in the reference week. Okay, if somebody said that I did at least 1 hour's work in the reference week, then this person will be classified as being employed. In this page, ABS explains more about the unemployment. So to be classified as unemployed, a person needs to meet the following criteria. 3 criteria. First, not working more than 1 hour in the reference week. Not working. Secondly, actively looking for work in the previous 4 weeks, and be available to start work in the reference week. Okay, and this, if a person satisfies these 3 conditions, then this person will be classified as being unemployed. Let's look at this chart. So this ABS labor force framework shows how ABS classifies people as either unemployed, either being employed, unemployed, or not in labor force. So for any people in the population, if they are engaged in economic work, okay, they are employed. If they are not engaged in economic work, then if they are not actively looking for work, then they are not in labor force. If they are actively looking for work, and however they are not available to start work in that different week, then they are counted as not in labor force. If instead they are available to start work in that reference week, then they are counted unemployed. And the people who are employed and the people who are unemployed is the labor force.